getting situated here. The clothes are all weird today. Everything feels too just weird. I don't really hear. Alright, we'll try that. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, so it's the WoW Challenge's Bloodthirsty Challenge, where you are grinding to max level. And here we are again. Haven't forgotten. I am working on them. It's just with the patch hitting and me taking a test character out, trying to make sure if there was any major bugs that they had been dealt with before I brought too many characters out. Or at least discovered before I brought too many characters out. So, here we are. Now, this is the hunter that we started the other day and we didn't get to finish. I was working on this one a little bit earlier this morning, and I did manage to catch the chest. And at level 72, the chest gave me 22,000 rested XP, and it was sitting right there. It looked like a wooden box. It's kind of long. And we've been getting anywhere between 7 something and 850 XP over here. Not bad. You know, the main thing is that we are getting cloth and we're getting money. Those are our two big things. So we're happy about that. And so, since I had been working on the contest for the Iron Man leveling contest at wowchallenges.com, I was working on that, I think, up until Tuesday or Wednesday, and then I died. But, you know, that's okay. That's alright. That's a really good run for me. It's nothing to be sad about. It's nothing to be angry about. Hit level 51 on that. And you know what? I couldn't be happier. And it's definitely let me get an idea of a new leveling path. Let me get my feet under me, Iron Man wise. It was all good. It was a good experience. And the winner will be officially announced tonight on the show over there on WoW Challenges Twitch channel, 7 p.m. Eastern US time. So go ahead and give that a stop by. Stone and Lita will be catching us up on things and stuff. Not 100% sure who tonight's guest is. I think I know, but I don't want to say in case I'm wrong, so. And we'll see what happens there. And you know, guys, I don't know when it happened, but somehow I'm up to 101 followers, and I would just like to thank you guys, because I know my stream isn't the most exciting and I do a lot of WoW, but you know what, it means a lot, and I do want to say thank you for giving me a chance. This derpy Care Bear definitely appreciates it. Alright. So, yeah, so I had been working on this. I got to about 75% early this morning because I woke up, I couldn't go back to sleep. Had to handle some affairs for our neighbor, take her dog out because she was not home last night, so she couldn't take her out this morning. So after that, and then I had to go to the bathroom, and then I was kind of awake. I was like bone freaking tired, but I was awake. I was sitting here staring at my monitor, and I was just feeling the tiredness seep in. I was like, oh, maybe I should try to go lay back down. And then I thought about it, and I was like, if I lay back down, I am gonna get nothing done today. And there was a couple chores that I needed to get caught up on. And then I wouldn't really be ready for today, for you guys. So I was like, no, let's get some caffeine. And we'll see where things stand after I eat and get the caffeine going in the system, and we'll figure things out from there. And so I was actually going to do my love dungeon run earlier and realized that heroic dungeons or the holiday dungeons or whatever stuff hadn't reset yet, the daily shit. I was like, oh, well, that's a problem. So I was like, right. So then I hopped on this guy. I was like, well, I might as well get some work done in on him. And then I popped over to the shaman for a few minutes and got a little bit of pre-stream stuff done on her. Not as far as I necessarily would have liked. But, you know, it wasn't going too slowly because she's not too terribly high, but, you know, she's not a lowbie either. So I got maybe 15-20% on her, I think. And I was like, yeah, you know, that's probably good enough for now. And we'll see where we go. I have not taken a mage out yet. I'm really terrified to take this bloodthirsty mage out. We'll see what happens. We're gonna go nice and slow with her. She is frost, so she's probably gonna be okay. Just have to make sure we have our elemental out and everything. We have our food conjured and all that. If we have time to get to her. I'm hoping we do. I'm thinking we will. Excuse me. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Alright. Now, I'm kind of watching for the two patrollers. There they are. So we're gonna get close over here. Hopefully these two won't walk up and start beating the shit out of me. Where are they? Okay, they haven't quite crossed the bridge yet. They're about to. Alright, so we got the heals going on the bun. Let's get a dire beast in there. Hopefully I don't pull too much aggro here. Let's get another dire beast going. Nope, don't want the aggro. No, dire beast, get back in there. Let's not waste any of your precious time. So we definitely have to watch the pet health now. Because before, you know, it was like, laws, you know, we're like 3-shot and shit and whatever. But, now we definitely have to keep an eye on that. Because I have seen the bunny taking a little bit of damage. Bunny is in tank spec. I mean, they haven't died yet. But then again, I've also been on top of Mend Pet as well. Another good reason for hunters to have band-aids. Because you never know if you're going to need to band-aid the pets. And you can do that. Especially on these mechanicals where, you know, they usually eat metals or oils or, you know, the spare engineering trash stuff can be a real pain in the ass to find. So it's definitely helpful. Oh goody, another lockbox that I can't open. I am not kidding. I have like 5 columns in my own personal guild bank that I have for storage and shit of nothing but lockboxes. I really need to get a fucking rogue leveled. If only for the simple fact to unlock my own lockboxes. Maybe that's what I'll boost. Maybe I'll boost a rogue to 110 on the horde side. So that I can do the allied race scenario. See, you know, WoW was smart by giving you that free 110 boost with the pre-purchase. So, I mean, the achievement for the quest requirement is account-wide to unlock the allied shit. But I think you have to do a quest on the opposing faction, or like if you want a horde allied race and you normally play alliance, go ahead and boost a frickin' horde to 110 and then use that one to do your quest to see why they joined the horde. So they were very smart about that. But you know, if you have a 110 on each side already, then, you know, whatever. Awesome for you. I don't. And I do plan on leveling a horde at some point. I do. I've just been immensely busy. It's on a list. Definitely on a list. So, I probably should have done my Love Rocket dungeon real quick in the middle of this. But I didn't want to confuse you guys. Thinking that, you know, oh hey, bloodthirsties can do dungeons. No. You can't do...
I need a target.
You can't do a dungeon on a bloodthirsty. Part of me like really wants to do my Love Rocket run when we get done the hunter. Maybe if I like put a disclaimer at the top of the screen. This is my main doing a quick Love Rocket run. Bloodthirsty challengers cannot do dungeons. Or maybe just this is my main doing her run there. I just don't want people to be like, oh, well, she did a dungeon.
I don't have a target.
Yeah, on my main. Alright, let's hit that. That felt like a good spot to hit that in. Sorry, they're going to be walking the other direction. I just don't know where they are. I'm getting better at remembering to tell this pet to attack, so... Bad habits die hard, huh? Got so used to being in assist mode that I turned into one of those lazy hunters. Because, you know, when it's in assist mode, you don't have to tell your pet to attack. But when you have them in defensive mode, if something doesn't hit you, kind of need to tell them to go for it. Okay. Let's get the mend pet to going. So, I mean, I know some people had said they noticed a slight decrease in the XP. Now, the thing I'm curious about is, yeah, it might be a little bit. A little. But here's the thing. You know, a lot of us got so used to, especially on Bloodthirsty, going after the orange and red mobs. That's, yeah, it's gonna feel like there's definitely a level, an amount of XP decrease. So my question is there really a small amount of decrease in how much we're getting, or is it just that we're now being forced to fight stuff that's yellow to us, so it feels like there's a slight decrease. Now, I understand that there might have been a small decrease on the amount of quest XP. And I get that. Because, you know, they want you to see more of the questing areas, and they also extended a little bit of the XP required to level up. That's totally understandable. And I get that. That makes sense. No, no. No, 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 no. Hey, look. I frickin' misdirected. So you can stop that nonsense right now. Silly Wolver. But I have noticed that some people saying they've been having trouble with rares. I have not attempted to kill a rare yet on the hunter. I haven't seen any. I mean, I probably could, because, you know, hunter. I know my priest for the Iron Man contest was still able to kill them up to like level 49. I was still killing them in Lochmodan. What the hell? Why aren't you taunting? Must have been on cooldown. Alright, so we'll exil there. Oh look, here comes the other set. So I really haven't messed with the rares a whole lot. I have not tried one on a melee yet. I do need to do that. In fact, that might be my project on Monday. In between getting ready for stream on Tuesday. Might try that. And make note of what I found. Remember, we have to be quiet on Mondays now. Last Monday was an exception because the boys didn't actually end up recording. Because the roommate had to finish up his orientation for his new job. Well, the ex-roommate now, but not in a bad way, just, you know, life finally started to get sorted out for him. Which is good. I'm glad life got sorted out for somebody recently. At least at the moment. Hopefully things continue to sort themselves for him. He's kind of been all over the place lately.
I don't have a target.
Okay. Now, I think I want to wait for you to come a little bit closer. Get the Mendepette going. So, I haven't been getting as many green drops. Drops have been kind of strange. I don't know if it's just my RNG being extra my RNG. For those of you that have witnessed it. I don't know. But, some days, some moments, it's like green, green, green. My bag will be overflowing with greens, and then next thing I know, it's like 2 hours and I haven't seen a green at all. So I'm not really sure what that's all about. Don't know. But we've had this place mostly to ourselves this morning. Not too many problems, not too many issues. The cross roaming is definitely a real thing. And quite an annoying thing, which I was experiencing the other day. And continued to experience it, I think last night a little bit. Or maybe this morning. I don't know, I popped on at some point. I was so tired yesterday. Oh, by the way. Hey there, I'm from QNStream. Oh, well that's good. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. And I just want to apologize for last night, guys, that we're expecting to see Zortz and I doing iron teams. I was super tired, like I didn't get any sleep the night before, and I had a headache that was trying to become a migraine. So I kind of messaged him earlier in the day, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to function well enough to do this tonight. I'm sorry. Turned out that he overslept. Anyhow, and because he had to do like mandatory overtime 10-hour days all week, so he was freaking exhausted. So we both kind of flaked out on you, and I really do want to apologize. It was not on purpose, just life freaking happened, basically. Come on. So I am doing the Bloodthirsty challenge. Kayun, I think is how it's supposed to be. Kyun or Kayun. I think they're doing Iron Man. I'm not 100% sure. They were the last time I had heard. I know that they had been participating in the contest. I am doing Bloodthirsty, which is where you are grinding to max level. With as few quests done as possible. You are limited on the quests that you can do. Don't know if that's gonna sell. And there's a few exceptions, and you can find those exceptions on WoWchallenges.com under the Bloodthirsty rule set. I believe it's near the top of the page. It's either in the first or second rule subsection where it talks about quest exceptions. So basically, if you are on a character that is locked into their starting zone. Ooh. I need to talk to Stone. Yeah, I need to talk to Stone. Just happened to have an epiphany about something. I do not know, since I don't have my pre-order yet, if the allied races are starting zone locked. I know he had made exceptions on the green gear.
Oh, did he?
No. He added them, but you have to take the green gear off right away. If you're doing Iron Man. If you're doing Bloodthirsty, the green gear on the allied races doesn't matter. If you are using the allied races for Tin, Iron, Pacifist, or Teams, I don't know if you can use them for Pacifist, then the green gear has to come off immediately upon logging in, kind of like the Death Knights. But he had to go in and like work the coding so that it gave you like a couple seconds to get the gear off. I don't know if they're locked into their starting zone though. In which case, if they are, they need to be added to the exception list for Bloodthirsty. And I just happened to think about that. It just hit me because I have not had the chance to do any of the allied race stuff. Because I don't have my pre-order yet. Gotta wait for the funds to be there. Actually, right now while I'm thinking about it, bear with me 1 second. Okay. So, sorry, just happened to think about that. I needed to quick ask him about that before I forgot. Can't believe I didn't think about it sooner. I just don't know if they are. And I'm kind of mad at myself for not thinking about that. But then again, it's been a hectic week, so... And I have not looked to see if they were updated to the exception list, to be perfectly honest. I probably should have done that before I asked him. Like I said, it's been a hectic, crazy week. So we're grinding to max level. Now, as Bloodthirsties, you can wear green gear. You're definitely, well, depending on the class, you're probably going to want it when you get to Legion anyhow. Because shit there hits pretty hard. Just speaking from what little testing I did, if you go after regular full health mobs without the green gear, you're going to have a problem. So, I mean, you might be able to get away with it with the white and gray, maybe, if you're going after, like, what I consider the baby mobs that are, like, minuscule health compared to the rest of them out there, but sometimes they can be hard to get to. And then the XP they give is abysmal, at best, compared to a full health mob. So, since we can't quest, and we have to kill, it kind of makes sense just to go ahead and throw the green gear on since we're allowed to. So far I haven't noticed a huge change since the patch. Like nothing terrible. It's been a little bit slower, but you know what? We were probably going too fast to begin with. Because I know everybody likes to lol, face roll their way through it and just, you know, go scampering through the flowers. But, you really kind of have to pay attention to what you're doing. And this forces that a little bit more. And I think it's a good change. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, oh god, we're so slow now. Yeah, but, you know, I also think it's in preparation to get us ready for classic servers. Because classic servers are not gonna be, like, 5 quests, bam, I got a level. No. That's not gonna work that way. At least I don't think it's going to. It took a lot to level in vanilla and BC. I started playing in BC. I'm gonna say early to mid BC. I think it was more early than mid, but because I remember grinding for a long time on reputations, so I'm gonna say maybe early BC. And it was kind of sloggy on a normal character, gotta tell you. There were times where you were just short of the XP needed to get the next set of quests to open up. So you were stuck killing extra mobs in certain areas just to be able to get the quest hub to open. And I gotta tell you, there were times where I did ding and I was so excited and I looked over at the quest giver and they were still grayed out. I was like, you freaking kidding me? So then, you know, you would try to do a battleground or something just to try to get the extra XP to push it a little bit further. Alright, so we are currently in the fishing village in Dragonblight. This is the hunter. My highest is my paladin. We got them leveled on Thursday. They hit 77. Sorry, there's a lot of them, so sometimes I get confused on who's what level. But they are the highest one. I've got this one. This one's going to be second highest. This is 72. We are aiming for 73 today, providing things continue to go okay. And, you know, we'll see what happens. Sorry, I'm also a chat mod in the WoW Challenges Discord, so I saw something weird over there and I just wasn't sure who else was around, and I think there's at least another mod around that can handle things. If not, well, the world will have to burn for a little while. Alright, so keeping an eye out for patrollers to respawn here. Definitely want to know where your patrols are at. Like, I know there's two sets of 2. And they seem to walk in opposite directions around here. So, I mean, it's always good to know where they're at, if they're dead, you know, how long have they been dead, roughly. I feel like they should be coming back soon. I really want some new pants or a new top, because I've had these pants for a while now. And as I'm running, there's like a gold shimmer, or like a shiny spot on the belt or something that I have on these pants. And I feel like I have little tiny plumber crack as I'm running, and it's driving me crazy. So, I mean, I do have another pair of pants I could put on, but I'm gonna be losing some stats. So I was hoping to get some pants that were slightly better statted before I changed, but might end up changing them anyway. And I gotta tell you, I have changed in the past. I've dropped green gear for gray gear if the armor was a lot better. I am not afraid to do that. I will do that. Okay. So, we're doing fairly well. Definitely racking up the Frostweave. And the cash. I mean, this one was like at 10 gold at one point when we started them earlier this week. And between vendor trash and money that we've been picking up off these guys, we're back up to 119. So that's not so bad. That's okay. And we're about 10% left to go on this level. I forgot to tell the damn rabbit to attack him again. Alright. So we've got another dude around the tree here. Yep, there he is. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I do have them on. Couldn't remember if I put the larger nameplates on, but it does appear that I did. I mean, you don't have to have the larger nameplates on, but I do recommend that you do have nameplates on. And all nameplates on. It'll make your life so much easier. Because there are spots where some of the mobs just kind of phase into the ground cover. And you just don't see them. Especially like in barrens and stuff where you've got the cheetahs and the lions and all the tall yellow grass. And so. Or, you know, say the night elf area. You've got all like the purples and the greens, and those cats, man. Those sabers, they can phase right into it and you just aren't noticing. Alright, there's our dynamic duo number 1. I am hard up for focus here. Alright. Just make sure that the rabbit's got some mend pet going. And I gotta watch out for the other set, because sometimes they're close enough to each other where when I'm killing one, the other set will actually walk up. I have had that happen before. Had that happen on the paladin, actually, and I was like, oh god, 4 mobs. Alright, so yeah, there they are. They just weren't quite as close. Nope, 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 nope. Go back there. I do not want your aggro. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Rabbit to the rescue. I could have feigned, but eh. These guys don't hit me that terrible. Not that terribly. There we go. Alright. 92%. Woohoo! So, yeah, I mean, I think the only big impact for me negatively, and it's not even really that negative, it's just kind of a pain in the ass, for streaming the Bloodthirsty challenge is that I'm going to have to do a bit more legwork away from stream to get these guys a bit more leveled before I start. Or else you're just going to be seeing one challenger that may not actually get their level on stream. But definitely not going to worry about it if not everybody gets leveled in a week. I'm going to try to do a rotation where I've got the levels staggered a bit. And so that way it's kind of like maybe a higher level than a lower level. If I can. I mean, I've got several higher levels, so I might not be able to fully do that. But, you know, we'll see. And, you know, whoever gets leveled that week gets leveled. Whoever doesn't, doesn't. I really don't want to go up there to loot him. Let's get him to come back down. There we go. Alright, then we've got this fool in the house. Need to heal the rabbit. Don't want the rabbit's health getting too low. Because Bunny is what's going to save us. Now, I am running in Beastmaster. You can change specs in regular Iron Man, Bloodthirsty, Pacifist, although you're not supposed to be killing anything in Pacifist, so I don't know why you would need to change your spec. Tin teams, you know. The only reason why some people couldn't change specs over these past 2 weeks was if they were involved in the contest, and that was a specific thing to the contest. But tonight, once the contest is finished, if your character is still alive, you can continue to level them, and then you will be able to change their spec after that point. Now, I'm currently running... let's see, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13 Bloodthirsties officially, I think is what I'm at. And I do have that test character. They're not on the list, but I am thinking of adding them since they're still alive. And she made some decent money off of Auction House. I really would hate to delete 500 gold off a level 18. But my bank alt on that side is, or on that server, is a horde character. So, I don't know, if they die then they can just become a bank alt, I guess. Alright. Let's head on down into here. Get the men to pet to going. Alright. Now this is the challenge that I do primarily. I've dabbled a little bit in Iron Man. I'm by no means what I would consider an Iron veteran. But you know, I've stuck my toe in the water. I do have a Pacifist as well. Pacifist is level 55, I want to say. 54 or 55. I have not taken them out since the patch, though. I've been kind of afraid to, because I've seen some weird things with proximity kills, and I don't know if something possibly did aggro on me, and I didn't realize it, and it didn't look like it, but... the time of days that I play are somewhat busy, so I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that. So I definitely have to see. She's still clean, but that was before the patch. She doesn't have any kills registered on her at all. Alright, now I actually did want to start a little bit earlier today, but thought I was gonna have to take our neighbor's dog out and then a second time, but then the neighbor came home early. So I didn't have to go and get her before I started, which is why I was delaying my stream to begin with. But, you know, what can you do? It got so cold. Like, it's not that cold out, like, temperature number-wise, but it feels cold out. I'm not sure why. I think maybe because we've just had such crazy temperatures. One day it's 62, the next day it's like 30, and I tell you, even the friggin' plants outside don't know what the hell's going on. There's like fresh grass trying to sprout, and I'm like, no, grass, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna severely regret this. So, I was playing some Overwatch last night, and this morning, a couple games, not a whole lot. I'm not that good of a player on Overwatch, but you know, it's amusing. And you know, you don't get better unless you play, right? So, I've been trying to play characters I don't normally, because the husband usually plays against AI, which is fine. Lets you practice and learn some things and get comfortable on characters you don't normally know. So, found out I'm really bad at Genji.
You didn't really get much chance to practice.
No, not really. The couple times I did have a Dragon Blade pop, the AI, like, killed me immediately, so, I don't know. I mean, I did have, like, 41 eliminations on him on that one game, but I think, like, most of those were probably just considered assists. I'm not really sure, because I was just kind of spamming the stars everywhere. Now, where's the other side? Because these bozos are right here. Go, go, bunny, go! And of course, the Dire Beast isn't going to do anything. Because I didn't have him... Oh, we've got 3 in here. Okay. Get another Dire Beast going. No. I don't want you. Where's the rabbit? Where's the rabbit? You need to go back to the rabbit. Let's get another Dire Beast in there. Okay. So, Bunny's kind of ill. I took a couple hits there, so we'll just hit Exhilarate. It's not bad. 2-minute cooldown. Expecting the other 2 to come walking through here any second. Unless I already killed them. I can't remember. I might have already gotten them. All the mobs blend together after a while. Alright. So we're at 96%. Not too bad. Not too shabsies. And I was trying to get some practice in on Widowmaker, but every time I wanted to hop on her, somebody else was beating me to it. So I was like, okay. So then I was trying to play Zenyatta and found out that I am terrible at Zenyatta also.
Well, yeah, you haven't really had a chance to practice Zenyatta.
Yeah.
I mean, you're saying you're terrible, but you haven't gotten good enough to even remember what your abilities do in a pickle.
Yeah, I really don't, because I'm not normally on them. I didn't get the chance to try out the new Mercy changes yet. Kind of like Lucio better, but those look like cloth. Yep, cloth legs. Let's yeah, no, well, no, armor's less. Oh, goody! Cross Realm! Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Cross Realm. That's fantabulous of you to do that.
I need a target.
right then and there. So thoughtful. So that's what happens when you potentially get shifted from one realm to another due to cross-realming. I'm not on an RP server. I think it happens, if at all, very rarely on the RP servers, which is why you might find a lot of challengers on them. There's a method to the madness. I am not on an RP server because that's not where we had moved our guild to, and since I spend a lot of time on the challengers, I wanted them to be in our guild. So it was just kind of the way things went, and I don't have the money to shift the guild again. And I don't really want to piss off the two people that kind of moved with us. So it's like, yeah, I guess we'll just, you know, I'll just have to suck it up and deal with it. It definitely makes things more interesting, I will say that. Lots more of oh crap moments. But if anybody can handle the oh crap moments, it would be the hunter about the best. So that means that the dynamic duo walking around... What the fuck? Where did you come from? I thought I killed you. I guess not. I'm like, what the hell is attacking me? Alright. So, not really that low. So I really didn't want to waste a band-aid. I was like, where the hell did he go? I saw him standing there. So we got one pair of patrollers that came back up on the realm switch, or the holding cell switch, shall we say. So that means we're gonna have another pair out here somewhere, most likely. Alright. What's really angering is when that happens and you're in the middle of clearing out camps. And that happens, and then everything comes back up around you. So it's kind of why I like wide open spaces. I mean, granted, this isn't that wide open, but it's a lot more wide open than some areas. Like, say, knoll camps or what have you. Try not to mess with the knoll camps too much, because all hell can break loose there in the blink of an eye. On a good day. Let alone if you get cross-roamed. Okay. So I don't see the other pair just yet. I'm gonna venture up here. Oh hey, we almost have a level here, guys. The trees are green. Now, where we're at, you do need to be slightly aware that you do not want to drift too far that way, because yeah, that's a gold dragon. And he will fuck you up. I don't care if he is your level. Don't touch him. Gold dragons are a no-no to challengers. They will not be kind to you. Okay, so here's the other pair. No, I don't want you. Don't want your aggro. You can keep all that lovely aggro and put it on the other one. Thank you much. Alright, so we'll make sure we got the heal still going. Alright. And the lying bastards that is WoW math that says I'm at 100% and I'm not. But you know, we're getting there. Hasn't been too terrible. I mean, yeah, it's a slow process, but which is why I tried to do a good amount of it off stream for you guys. So I need about 2,000 more here. Alright, need to zoom in a little bit because this tree is going to be in the way. But you know, it's not really all that bad. You get into a rhythm and you know, you just go. Sometimes I'll put an old TV show series that I have on my other monitor, or I'll queue up some podcasts that I've been meaning to listen to, or some music, and I'll listen to it, occasionally glancing at the other screen if it's a show. And alright, 73. And you know what? We'll go from there. It gives you a little bit of entertainment, and then before you know it, the day's gone by. Alright, so we're going to take the second shot there. Let's start to hearth back. Alright, so this was Bloodthirsty Soul Shot and Beastmaster Hunter. And we have hit level 73. Our slash played is currently 3 days, 16 hours, 42 minutes, and 33 seconds. Now, kills. Total kills to get to this point in this hunter's life: 12,764. This one's gotten quite a few rares. The paladin, for example, is at like 15,200 and some odd kills, and they're at level 76. 77, excuse me. Alright, so let's vendor this. Oh, wow, it's still 76. Okay, we're gonna be holding that for a while. Alright. There's the hunter done. And we're up to 143 gold, so that's not terrible, considering we've just been grinding. Alright, so let's hop on over to Shaman. Just 1 second, guys. Okay. Sorry about all the crinkling. Alright, so, okay, this one's about 28%. I couldn't remember where I left off. Now, this is Tidal Soul.
I am honored.
This is my Resto Shaman. Yes, I said Resto. I kind of like leveling in Resto.
Elune, light your path.
I am currently in Feralis, if you were unsure of my location. And this one looks like they had a pretty good auction house run right before the patch. She's got a little bit of money on her. She's got 566. And now, don't be deceived, I have actually made you know, a good handful of money on a lot of these guys. Sometimes you'll get transmog items that'll drop and you'll be able to sell them for a little bit. Kind of depends on your auction house, on your server, how well you may or may not do. But I did recently rob all of my bloodthirsties because I needed to get WoW time. So I was like, everybody give me your money! Because you can send stuff off of your challengers, you just can't send stuff to your challengers. So she's a little bit slower since she's a healer. But, you know, all in all, not so bad. Not so bad at all. And we are over here killing whelps. I doubt I'll get one to drop, but, you know, it's hard to resist not to try to get one to drop. Especially now that they're gonna level scale up and I could just grind on these guys until I leave over here. Which kind of brings up another point. You know, you don't have to stay in a zone because, oh, it has a lot of rares and you can kill the rares. Or, you know, if you're bored in a zone, move. Don't let what other people are saying be like your final decision. If you're not happy in that zone, then you're gonna start making mistakes. Like I've a lot of other challengers that have been around for a while. A couple of them are like, oh man, you know, because they also do bloodthirsty. They're like, I'm never leaving Loch Modan until I get out, until I hit 60 and can head either to Northrend or Outlands. So they're like, oh man, you know, you're gonna be able to kill those rares, they're going to scale to level 60, but some melee have been having issues killing the rares. So that's what I'm going to work on looking at on Monday from the bloodthirsty side of things. Now, what I heard was coming from Iron Man experience recently. So we'll see how the bloodthirsties fare in regards to melee killing some rares. Because the bloodthirsties will have a little bit more health than the Iron Man if they have the green gear on. So we'll have to whip up a test character and see what things look like. Because if you're on a melee and you're having trouble killing the rares, or it's just close enough where you're afraid to take them on, then there's no point in staying in Loch Modan until you're 60. Move. You know? Nobody said you had to stay there. And we've got a lot more options now. So if you find a spot where you're comfortable and it's working for you, then stay there. If, you know, you're getting tired of the scenery, you need a change of color palette to help, you know, get you going again, to wake yourself up, then do it. Nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly allowed. It also helps if I don't miss my jumps here. Platformer, I am not. Although I usually do make this jump. Level... Here. 21 bloodthirsty survival hunter kills the rares, okay, but then again, yeah, I mean hunter. So I'm gonna try on Monday when Russell's recording his podcast. I'm gonna make some notes and stuff, because I know Stir said that he was getting destroyed on his rogue and he had to bail out a few times on a couple of the rares on his Iron Man rogue. And I think a couple of warriors on the Iron Man side of things were getting beat up pretty good. So I didn't touch any rares on my warrior bloodthirsty when I had them out the other day. I was kind of afraid to. So I'm gonna look at that on Monday and see what there is to be seen. Somebody is out here farming. There's a whelp missing there. Yeah, I think the hunters would be okay. But, like my Iron Man priest, I was still able to kill rares at level 49. I actually went back into Loch Modan trying to grind a little bit of XP out before I had switched zones to go quest somewhere else just to buy me some extra ground. And I was still able to kill a few of them. I mean, not all of them were up. But I think I got like 3 that were up. And it was okay. I mean, it was still a longer fight. But it was okay. But then again, priest has the shield and can heal as they're fighting, so not so sure how the other people would fare then. So we've got 11 tiny fangs and a femur so far on this run through. And yeah, Resto's a little bit slower. I mean, we started out our stream time at 28% and we're just at 33%. But it's not terrible. It's still moving forward. Just a little bit slower, that's all. But I mean, it doesn't feel as slow as I was expecting it to, if that makes sense. Because Resto's always been a little bit slower. And that actually might pick up a little bit once I hit 40. And the proccable instant lava burst will probably help things. Since that does quite a bit of damage. But, I mean, it feels good to be back on them. I was a little nervous at first, but we're starting to get the after patch jitters out now that I've been seeing a broader selection of mobs. I'm still a little nervous on my horde people though, but that's mostly because I don't know the horde side that well. So a couple horde challengers that I do have kicking around, I'm like, oh god, is this gonna kill me? So I've been kind of sticking to some spots that I knew beforehand were okay. And I've got a couple spots where I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just not gonna go there. Alright. Come on, give us a whelp. We need some money. Now, the green ones I've sold anywhere between 9,000 and 20,000. I sold a blue for 22,000. And I sold a red for 18,000. I mean, I'll even take a Sprite Darter hatchling, whatever it wants to give me. Would be fantastic, just so we can start to get some money made back here. Now, looks like we do have some whelp killing competition now with the High Mountain Tauren. So I guess you can boost the allied race. Alright then. least with Resto, you can drop Riptide on you and just kind of keep going. At least until you're done fighting. Or, you know, if you start to get a little too low, you're gonna want to pause and hit Healing Surge here, but... So I don't know if we're going to have a chance at getting a pet to drop, since we've got some competition out here now. I was actually surprised there weren't more people out here. Oh, that dude's on his own. Maybe he was doing the quest. Though I'm surprised he would bother boosting if he's going to do the quest. But what the hell do I know? Alright, so yeah, this isn't going to be a whelp, but we can still kill it. I killed a couple of these earlier. I was a little nervous about killing them, but we did okay. And you know what? It's something to kill. Now, I don't know if I'd be able to take on any rares on this one. I am unsure. I mean, yeah, I can heal myself and I've got Healing Totem. But I don't know. I mean, it would really suck to have to start the shaman over again. And yeah, now that scaling's in, I probably actually could go back to Lock Modan. But that's kind of a long trip from where we're at.
I need to target something first.
But it is an option. So it's something we're gonna have to think about. I kind of want to farm in Winter Spring for a while. So I might be heading there at 40. I've gotten some nice pieces of transmog gear to drop in there in the past. So part of me kind of wants to head back in there. And, you know, see what we can get to have happen. At least now I know I can skip Fellwood. Since that zone was becoming problematic for us. With the DCing. It was kind of a nice mount. I will say that. Alright, so we're gonna go this way. And we'll cut through here. Now I killed a few of these earlier today also, they were fine. Killed a couple on the Iron Man too, they were okay. Not a whole lot to worry about with these. Yeah, there's been a lot of people going to Duskwood, and I'm like, guys, why? It's even more deadlier now. Because you've got the phased class hall stuff. Well, the stuff that's not phased, that should be for the class hall stuff. You've got the mobs scaling up to you now. Stitch is hitting like a truck. Duskwood is actually on my do not go list for any of the challenges. But so many people are dying in Duskwood and in Red Ridge. People are still going through Red Ridge. Now, I did take my contest character over there. However, I only did 2 quests. And they were at the Tri-Corner when you first come in. And after that, I was like, nope. Not doing anything else. And doing those 2 quests was a pure clusterfuck. I'm not gonna lie. There was so many people over there that the respawn rates were absolutely disgusting. That they were coming up so fast. And it was terrifying. I mean, it was good because you weren't standing around waiting to kill stuff. But then again, excuse me, you don't want to be killing stuff and have other stuff respawning on top of you, causing a huge problem. So for normal characters, yeah, fine, whatever. But from a challenger's standpoint, oh my god, it was terrifying. I was like, yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I just think a lot of people have not realized that there are some zones that you kinda are better off skipping. Especially when you don't know the zone that well.
I don't have a target.
But then again, those Dark Riders just kind of pop up and they're like, oh, I'm going to eat you. And before you have a chance to react, they've plowed into you and you're dead. So, I mean, Duskwood is on my absolute I won't go to list. Just because of its overallness of just being so sketchy. I mean, some people might be able to quest through there fine. That's awesome. If it works for you, that's great. I won't discourage somebody from going there, but I'm going to tell them what they're in for. And, you know, this is what may happen if you're there. I'm not telling you not to go. That decision is yours and yours alone to make. But X, Y, and Z is possible along with a side of G, H, and I. So, personally, I won't go there. Some people have gone to Unguro. I won't go there either. Not on a challenger. I can't do it. Just can't. Too many big scary things in there. I tried to do Eastern Plaguelands on my contest character. Not a wise decision. And I'll tell you why. I had a run-in with a bat. A regular old bat, normal mob. I was down starting to do the Gidwin, whatever. One of those 2 stupid paladins that's trying to vie for Fiona's affection. The dwarf one. So I was down there at the cave. I was waiting for the spiders to respawn inside because I felt like there should have been some closer towards the front. And there weren't any when I walked up, and I was like, let's wait a minute and see if something respawns, because it feels like something should be showing up closer in there, and it's not. So that made me a little nervous, so I was just kind of sitting there waiting to see what would happen. And while I'm sitting there waiting, a vampiric bat, one of the red ones, respawns that was not there to begin with, and starts beating the shit out of me, so I quick started attacking it. Well, those fuckers, they fear, right? And my priest didn't have any way to counteract that. So it was like, try to bubble myself, oh, now it's gonna fear me, and run me all over the place. And I was okay where I was, because it was a little bit open, and there weren't any mobs right there. However, those bats are in several areas out there. And I was just picturing having them screech at me and make me run in a heavily mobbed part, and then it would have been done. I would not have been able to fight anything because every time I would start to to do anything, I'd be getting feared all over the place. So I was like, this is not good. This is not good at all. So I bailed the hell out of there real quick. I was like, no, we can't do this. This is going to be suicide. But that was just from my experience. I don't know how many people attempted Eastern Plaguelands. I was just going to like go up to the first tower or so, but after that happened, I was like, yeah, no. Not doing that. So it's like, yeah, okay, we'll be heading off somewhere else now. Because that scared me, and I was like, yeah. Scratch that one off. And we're going to put that on the places to avoid list, unless I can counteract a fear. Because I know at some point priests get fear ward. However, it's got a little bit of a cooldown, and it might be a talent now. I can't remember. All I know is that I did not have it at that point, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't have a silence, I don't have fear ward. This just isn't gonna happen. And I was too afraid of being thrown into other mobs, so I was like, yeah, let's go somewhere else. Now I was doing okay up until that one quest in Dustwallow. But we've learned now not to do that quest in Dustwallow. So, I mean, as long as you make every outing a learning experience, then, you know, it's not really a huge loss. Something to be gained from it. And, you know, it's after the patch. Things have changed. Our normal leveling paths don't necessarily apply anymore. So we're trying to figure this out all over again. It's kind of like a brand new challenge. Kind of. In some respects. Hey, we're up to 46%. We're doing pretty good. But, yeah, so right now I've got Fellwood, Duskwood, and Unguro on my definitely no way list. Fellwood's not a bad zone. And I've had Bloodthirsties go through there and been absolutely fine. And then I've had other Bloodthirsties go through there and bam, DC'd, I'm dead. I don't know if it's pure coincidence, but I'm really gun shy of going there now, so I was saving Fellwood for absolute last resort if I needed to go there to try to get into Northrend or Outlands, whichever the case might have been. But we didn't get that far, so still my second highest Iron Man run was not that bad. We only made it to 51. But hey, we made it to 51, so it's higher than some people got. I haven't seen any Lightforged Draenei, to be perfectly honest. I haven't gotten my pre-order yet. We have to wait. And I really, really, really want the deluxe pre-order. But I might not be able to get it right away. I might have to get the normal pre-order and then upgrade to the deluxe at some point. It depends, because once we get our tax money, we have to do something with part of it, and we don't know how much it's going to be. Because we're going to drop our cable television. Because we just can't afford it. So we have to break a contract. And we're not sure how much it's all gonna be. We have a good idea though. It's a lot more than we wanted to pay, but we just can't afford to do the contract anymore. That's a blood elf. Alright. Let's pop another heal here. So the blood elf has been killing some things out here on us. But it looks like they were actually questing. There is a quest to kill those silly stag things. And take their antlers, or you're getting a sample of their corruption, or I can't remember. Something like that. At least these ones don't instant kill you. Not sure if the issue up with those rams in Howling Fjord have been dealt with yet. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm like I'm a little salty about it, I gotta tell you, because I keep seeing it on the launcher, and then when I'm on my character screen, it's like, oh, upgrade now, and I'm like, I don't have the fucking money. I'm like, if you want to give me an upgrade for free, that would be fantastic, but I know you're not going to. So, I'm just gonna have to sit tight and be patient, and I'll be able to get it at some point here. It's just, I want it now. You know, little kid at Christmas syndrome. I did get my Night Elf Insurrection questline done. Or not Night Elf. Nightborn thing. Got that finished. I didn't get the mount yet though, because that's going to involve me going into Nighthold. And while I think I can do it on Looking for Raid, I just haven't been able to bring myself to do Looking for Raid yet. I'm kind of like, oh. Right. I'm looking for raid. I mean, I think I can complete it in there, but yeah. Oh yeah, know that one. I mean, Russell's medication's not too terrible, but it's never the same price. 'Cause, we don't have insurance. We're between a rock and a hard place with insurance, okay? Here's how it goes. He's on an open schedule with his job, right? Because he was having trouble. He couldn't do the 12-hour days anymore. And they didn't want to lose him as an employee, so they said, well, how about we put you on an open schedule and you can work what you want? He's like, okay. And they're like, work when you're able to. No problem. Well, some days he can only manage to work 4 hours if he gets in at all. So he wasn't working enough hours to qualify for insurance from work. Okay, fine, we couldn't really afford that money coming out of his paycheck anyhow. So work insurance isn't an option. Now, we applied with the state to try to pick up insurance through them. We had it at one point briefly. And we're like, okay, well, you know, we'll reapply with them. We did reapply during open enrollment. We never heard a thing back. Not a go fuck yourself, no, you don't qualify, nothing. We heard nothing. So we're not on the state insurance either, and we're like, okay. Because they said, you know, you'll hear something from us in a couple of weeks. Watch your mailbox. We did. Never got anything. And we know they changed some of the requirements for the insurance on the state. And a bunch of people got kicked off. But it would have been nice to get some kind of mail explaining what the hell was going on. But we never got anything. Unless it got delivered to the wrong house. And the wrong house just never, you know, put it back in the mail, threw it out, whatever. So, we don't have any insurance at all right now. Now, his medication, I think it's through like goodrx.com or something along those lines, or maybe it's from the company that makes his medication. One of these people, he's got a coupon with them. And when he goes to get it, it reduces the cost of it. But it's a floating coupon, so it's never the same guaranteed price every time he goes to get it. Some months it's a couple dollars more, some months it's a couple dollars less. It's kind of strange. I mean, it's still better than full price, but it makes it hard when you don't know how much it's exactly going to be. And he actually reduced his medication on his own. He's supposed to take 2 pills. He's only taking 1 to try to stretch it. He was like supposed to take 1 in the morning and excuse me, and 1 at night. Alright, you know what? Hold on guys, 1 second. I really desperately need to blow my nose. Bear with me. Okay, sorry about that. Got like crazy cold again, and I've got a space heater on. It's drying out my throat. I am crazy freezing, yo. Nightborn. Yo, if that thing don't leash, I'm gonna be pissed. Keep going, buddy. Good. Because I had that happen on my contest character. I was out in Syrian Gorge and had some golems. I was killing a dark iron at that one camp with like the tents and stuff where the golems are all walking around and shit, and I had killed my way in there. I was killing a dark iron that I needed for the quest, and I saw a golem respawn, and I was like, okay, and I was watching where he was walking. I was like, crap, he's gonna like walk right towards me. Well, while I'm watching him and killing the golem that, or killing the dark iron that I had on me, some fucknut in leveling gear runs right over top of me, dragging a golem with them. And I'm like trying to get out of their way without backing into anything, and I'm like, oh crap, oh crap. And of course it didn't reset. It latched on to me. So then I had a dark iron, a golem that this dude drug over top of me, and then I had another golem that walked into me, and I'm like, great. So then I was like, I was yelling every name I could think of, especially some that were really not so nice, and that even those that Chris would probably frown upon, and was not happy. Did manage to survive, but Damn. Let's talk about some WoW etiquette, okay? Let's not do that. Because these mobs don't always reset, guys, and then you might be really screwing somebody over. You don't know what they're doing. I mean, granted, if they're in leveling gear, they're probably just normally leveling, but still, that's kind of a dick move. And granted, it's an internet game, so you're gonna be surrounded by dicks, but you know what? If everybody tries to be just a little less dickish from time to time, maybe we can turn things around.
Lies.
Shut up, Russell. Thank you. Is there still water in that pot?
Yeah, there's plenty of water.
Okay.
It's not even boiling, it's just steaming a little bit.
Hmm.
You want to turn it up?
Yeah, go ahead and put it on 4. We'll just have to make sure it doesn't bubble over. Let's try not to spill hot tea on me. Hello. And how are you today? Alright, so we're gonna make our way back towards Dreamer's Rest here. I mean, we're up to 55%. That's not so bad. On a Resto Shaman, it's really not. Let's get another heal going here. Oh, that's why. The dots wore off. Okay. Drop that. Just in Duskwood and on the road, saw the max horde and said, oh. And just beyond him, a Dark Rider. I saw in combat and said, oh shit. But he, oh Jesus, Azzy, get the fuck out of there. What are you trying to do, get to STV? Seriously. It's not worth it, man. Why I'm actually glad I went and bought the flight plan toy so I could get around a little bit easier, so I didn't have to go through some of these sketchy parts of some of the zones. Definitely worth it. I mean, it was definitely a hit to my WoW bank account to buy it, but it was definitely worth it. Yeah, I haven't set foot in that zone since I saw Zorts just get totally steamrolled on stream by a Dark Rider. It was hilarious and terrible all at once. Because he didn't see it at first, or didn't know what it was. And I was sitting there watching it, and I was about to say, what the hell's with the horde with the red nameplate on the road? Because at first I thought it was a horde death knight, and I think that's what he thought too. Because then he started to see them because he was heading for the flight point, or maybe he was heading for the hermit, I can't remember. But he's going in that general direction, and he kind of paused for a second, and it looked like he had seen this person, and I think he thought it was a PvP marked horde at first, and like, that's kind of weird. And then next thing we know, he didn't even have time to like back up, and it just charged him and bam, dead. Like, there was no reaction time whatsoever given. It was just terrible. Alright. Like, I don't know why. Oh shit, he is up. 6,000. Should we try?
Remember your conversation about the different people you lost and how it always happens after you decide to go ahead after your own self-doubts? Now would be the time to listen to that voice, hon.
Let's see, I might be able to do it.
Yes, but you sound just cautious enough that maybe you shouldn't.
I haven't killed a rare on this one since the patch.
Alright.
I don't know.
You do what you want, but I warned you.
I don't know.
I informed you thusly.
I don't know, guys. Does he do anything crazy? I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Yeah, probably should. Alright. We'll have to test that on somebody that I don't care if they die. I don't know, like, part of me wants to try and another part of me is like, fuckwit, you're gonna die. So, like...
Wow, hon, that's the voice of the future self saying, hey, I want to get to 110 someday.
Yeah, on somebody, you know? Maybe we'll get there eventually. I still need to work on getting those kills on the Demon Hunter. So I can get on the list. So 10 in jungle should be quite interesting now. I haven't been out there since the patch. Well, you can thank Azzy, because Azzy's like, listen to Russell.
Hey, just wait till I have WoW running again.
I know.
I'll teach you caution.
Oh, God. So, should I kill...
Hey, Nums?
Yeah?
If I hit 110 first, how angry will you be?
It depends. Are you doing Bloodthirsty or Iron Man?
I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking maybe Bloodthirsty just to mess with you.
Hey, if you really want to try. If you think you can do it better than me on your first time out, you go right ahead. So should I kill off Team Beta?
Huh?
Our test team for Stone. Should I kill that
Oh,
off?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no. That was only there for the testing.
Okay. Don't know if we'll be doing a team together. Russ hasn't done any of the challenges yet. He's been without WoW for a while. He should really just break down and get in chat, but I think he might be playing Fallout.
No harm. Honestly, I probably should just give you another number anyhow.
I mean, I've been trying to get him to do it for a little bit, and at first he was like, no, I don't think I could handle it if, you know,
Well,
I got
keep
to.
in mind, you tried to get me to do it during a time where there was very little interest in me in WoW.
Yeah, true.
And then, I haven't had WoW since the patch actually made it interesting to me again happened.
Yeah. I mean, you've been without it for quite a while.
Better part of a year, I thought.
I think you had it for like a month.
Whenever, what was it, Arcus came out?
Mm-hmm.
I had it, like, that was my last month.
Yeah.
Because I
It's
started
been a
doing
couple
the,
months.
dailies, and then I couldn't really get into the dailies because they were friggin' brutal.
Yeah, those dailies
I
are
was already
brutal.
planning on shutting off anyhow, so...
Yeah, I haven't been out there, and I really need to get back out there to work on my Army of Light rep. That's why he doesn't say much in the Discord, Azzy, because he feels weird, because he doesn't feel like he's fully part of the community.
Oh yeah, just wait, Azzy. Just wait until I'm actually playing the challenge and actually join the community. I am going to give so much friendly shit.
Within
you know
reason.
To who.
With
you know to who. Because I can feel Dee's blood pressure rise every time they open their mouths.
Within reason, you
Yes.
can't break Will Wheaton's rule.
I know.
Don't make...
But that doesn't mean that I cannot explain when people are ghastly wrong.
Don't make me ban you.
I'll be nice-ish.
Don't be that guy. Although it could set an example in the Discord if I ban my own husband from it.
Hey, there you go.
But let's not try to, you know, give Stone a heart attack, okay? That's why you're not a mod. Why would you be banning people too harshly, or you just can't tolerate the stupid sometimes?
Not gonna lie, Azzy, I would not have the patience to be a mod there.
It's not that bad. There's a couple people from
it's
time
not
to
that
time.
bad. Usually.
Under normal circumstances. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Yeah. A lot of the questions can be answered by looking at the FAQ first. But let's be honest and quite frank with each other. Laziness is quite a big thing, it would seem. And some people just want the answer now instead of actually going to look for it.
Hey, Azzy, is that a literal quote what you would say? Because it sounds about right to me.
He made a GIF about reading the FAQ, or GIF, or I don't know, a meme.
GIF.
Maybe it's a meme.
GIF, not GIF.
GIF. Well, yeah.
Greetings.
Maybe it was a meme. It was a picture. It was one of those postcard doodads.
Till next week.
Alright, so let's see if we can get another...
A good description, Azzy, a good description.
Yeah, as he keeps people in, helps people keep things in perspective in the guild chat, I believe.
Yeah, am I guessing you're the cranky old guy of the chat then? Metaphorically?
Kind of like when Stir's had enough and has lost his patience. Azzy is kind of like how Zortz is in Discord, except he's in the WoW Challenges guild. Although a couple times in the past week or so, Zortz has really wanted to just, you know, go full banhammer on a couple people. I think the next person that asks a question that's covered in the FAQ, he might just outright ban them.
Hey! Can we change specs? Just curious, I'm going to join in eventually. I'm not really sure on that point.
Russell. At least you're letting Azzy do his job. Everybody's trying to take over Azzy's pun job. There was all kinds of puns flying in the chat the other night. It's like, what's going on here? It's like, what's happening? There's gonna be a riot between Azzy and Stir. I could hear the pitchforks being sharpened. The pitchfork and the torches being soaked in what, kerosene, oil, something to make them stay on fire. Alright, so we're at 64%. Not too bad. I'm watching the time that it's taken to get this far. It's really not bad. Because, I mean, you're definitely going to have to look at this as a time sink. I mean, it was sort of a time sink before, but you're going to start racking up the miles on your Bloodthirsties a bit sooner than previous. Or when someone says at level 10, this is so easy, what is a harder class?
Oh, I saw that in the chat. I almost had a fit. I'm like, I'm not part of the community. I'm not part of the community. Don't mock.
Oh, man. That's okay. Some of the veterans are starting to.
Some of the veterans are starting to what?
Mock. Some of the veterans are like, get to 110 and then we'll talk about a harder class. I mean, yeah, everything's gonna feel easy when it's going right, but if something fucks up, or if you get crossroads, or, you know, one bad pull and it all goes to shit, or one missed heal, or one missed bubble, suddenly it's not gonna seem so easy. But I haven't seen much of that since the patch came in. It's been more of some people trying to get Stone to let the Irons wear green gear, and that's not gonna happen.
Target something first.
I mean, yeah, this contest has been a little bit brutal, but to be honest, there's somebody that's like, what, 67, 68 last time I looked, and they're all out in front by themselves, and they're in the gray gear, so we have to use caution. And can't fall asleep at the wheel, so to speak. And need to figure out a new leveling routine. I don't know, Azzy. I don't know, but yeah, I was definitely glad I bought them. It's not going to give you like every single flight point, but it should at least give you a good number to make getting around a lot easier. It's definitely worth the investment. Definitely. I still need to go do my Love Rocket run. Yeah, so for those of you that didn't see the change for the Love Rocket dungeon for Love is in the Air, don't bother running your 50-some, or maybe 30-some's a more realistic number, alts through there trying to get the pink Love Rocket unless they're 98 or higher, because the Love Rocket will only have a chance to drop for those that are level 98 or higher now. So if you did not know this, it is on Wowhead. I'm not making this up. It has been confirmed from Blizzard. Save yourself the agony. I still need to go and do my dungeon today. Come on, give me a pet. I need some cash. Need some cash, yo. So just being Nisey's better half, Russ, will not save you from some words if you are up to chat shenanigans.
As Dee will tell you, I do not do chat shenanigans. I just don't suffer the folly of fools very well.
If you think I'm short on patience, sometimes Assy.
I will be honest, I have no fucking patience for idiots. None.
Yeah, but he knows if he breaks Will Wheaton's rule, I'm gonna ban him, so.
I am aware of Will Wheaton's rule, I understand and follow it.
I mean, we still have to be respectful. Even when some others choose not to be. As much as it hurts to do so. So I'm hoping Zorts and I will be able to get some team. Well, that was an interesting place to cross around. Alright then. I'm hoping Zorts and I will be able to get some team stuff done next Friday. Ken, we do both apologize for flaking out on you last night. I was not feeling well. Zorts overslept. Because he had a really tough week. You know, those 10-hour days of manual labor will be enough to knock anybody on their ass. Kind of thought that was gonna happen, but it worked out anyway where I wasn't feeling well, so. Do. So no whelp on the horizon, well, no pet whelp on the horizon just yet. But you know, maybe, eventually, we'll get one. Don't forget tonight, guys, 7 p.m. Eastern US time. Over on WoW Challenge's Twitch channel. They're gonna have their live show tonight. The winner will be announced from the leveling contest. And we will be brought up to speed on the happenings in WoW of the past week. And I think someone said Dark Moon Fair starts tomorrow. Yes? No, that's not the right thing. Yes, it does. So, don't forget, your challengers can do some things out there. If you have a pacifist, be very careful on what you decide to do out there. You should be able to do the profession quests on the pacifist. Don't do whack-a-mole. Counts as killing things. I know it's ridiculous, but it counts as a kill. Okay. And, test the cannon out on a regular character first. Or maybe a Tin Man first. 'Cause cannon is a little different than it used to be. Or at least for me, the last time I had done it. Alright, let's come up this way. I hit the wings. I clicked off the wings way too soon. I think the last Dark Moon Fair I went to, and I did not hit the water at all, so I was like, oh dear. So that was surprising. And remember, pacifists are the only ones that can have professions aside from first aid, guys. Okay. I mean, I really should kill that. But I was trying to get the kills in on these guys. But it would be another 440. You know, at least now, if the mobs you're killing are close, just it seems to have a better handle of how much XP you're gonna expect off of these guys. Like a little bit more steady. So we're 71% through this level. Now, I'm hoping that the Paladin and the Hunter end up on the list for this week. I don't know if they will. Because there's been people playing their Bloodthirsties, and that's a good thing. It's nice to see the Bloodthirsty challenge getting some love. So we started back up on these guys on Thursday. We got the Paladin to 77. We got the Night Elf Druid that's in Resto Spec that I'm working on. Okay. We got her up to 11. So we had to restart her. What else did we do? We got the Warrior to level 19. And we just got the Hunter to 73. Oh, nice. Very nice. And how are you doing, Mrs. Rock Guru? All is manageable at the very least, I hope.
I need a target.
So with these guys scaling, it actually might help the pet farmers out here. Although that might make them harder to kill, or harder to get a kill in on them. Because, you know, with them scaling, people might be out here hitting these guys up a little bit harder. Hello, Captain! Okay, yeah, just be careful on the gold dragons. Never know what they might do. But, yeah, I mean, things are going okay on this one. Haven't had any major mishaps. I really kind of wanted to get that rare earlier, but I did skip it. Because I really don't want to start this shaman over again. I really don't. I really don't. If I hadn't herpaderped previously on the last shaman, which was just such a dumb death, gotta say. Next time, don't run through them, especially now, don't run through mobs. This was before the patch. I had been running through mobs that normally are fighting NPCs, and I realized the NPCs weren't there for them to fight. Sort of like NPC against NPC, and the ones that they were supposed to be fighting, I guess somebody had come through and killed or something, and they hadn't respawned yet, so when I went running through in my ghost wolf form, they started attacking me. In Fellwood, no less. And I kept running because I only had one on me. I'm like, oh, it'll snap back, and it wasn't snapping back. And then I picked up a second one, and I'm like, okay, they've got to snap back here at some point. You know, I'm still okay, I'm still okay. And then a third one landed on me, and I'm like, fuck. So I was like, I'm gonna have to fight this. And then I died because there was too much damage coming in. So next time when you get the single mob on you, especially now, try not to run through them, number one. Number two, just stop and fight it. So it feels good to be back on the Bloodthirsty. It's a little uncertain at times, still trying to figure out what we can and can't get away with on the different classes. Since I have not taken everybody out yet since the patch went live. But we're slowly figuring things out. Kinda nervous on my Warlock. I'm probably gonna change her location and see what kind of things I can get into with her. And I'm trying to figure out who we're going to dust off for tomorrow. Not sure yet. Tomorrow could be working on the Demon Hunter's kills that I need. Could not be. Kind of depends on the state of everyone and what I have time to do tonight. I don't really have that many people ready for tomorrow. Or we could do something totally different tomorrow. I don't know. We could end up playing Overwatch tomorrow. What is that? Ooh. Sweet! Yeah, I'll take that. What's it look like? Cool. I got a green to drop, and it's an upgrade. Woohoo! And we didn't have that appearance before, so double sweet. And yes, the Bloodthirsties can wear the green gear. I'm on a Bloodthirsty character, not an Iron Man. Do not get those confused. And that's definitely an upgrade from the level 23 gray shield that we've been running around with. So yeah, I'm gonna take that. And it's actually got caster stats on it, which is even better. That works for me. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got about 5 bars left to go, so we're gonna head back this way and work on this side of the zone for a little bit. Get some birds and some stags here. I mean, we could try to go back to Loch Modan, but again, I don't know how those rares are gonna go on this one just yet. I'd probably have to resurrect the old shaman, which I might do. Now that we've got more character slots, I can, I think. So I think we're gonna resurrect the shaman that died. And we'll see how that fares against some of these things that I've been a little unsure of. I mean, granted, she's a little bit higher in level than this one, but it'll still give me a little bit of insight into what to expect, I guess we'll say. Okay. Alrighty. So let's grab this guy. Make sure we dot first so we can get Lava Burst to crit. And we'll drop another Riptide here. Okay. And, you know, again, this one hasn't been too terrible as long in the terms of killing things. I mean, it's been a little bit slower, but it hasn't been mind-numbingly slower yet. I mean, we do have a couple more in the 30s that we can pull out for tomorrow. I've got the Priest, Soul Snuffer, and we've got the Monk. Now, I haven't been on the Monk yet since the patch, so that should be interesting. Because she was Brewmaster. I might have to switch out of her and put her in Windwalker, but we'll see. Make that decision when we get there. Well, I was waiting on a cooldown, but I got a little too close, so. But fortunately, the cooldown happened sooner than later. And that lightning bolt should take care of that. Okay. So we'll get Mr. Stag here. Sometimes I feel like I delay myself because I'm trying to jump the global cooldown. So now I'm like, oh my god, am I lagging? To check my latency. So I have had it randomly spike at times. Any idea? Stone has a contest like once a quarter. So like every couple months. They usually do like 4 a year. So the next one might not be until maybe April. Maybe. I don't know the dates. All I know is that they try to do about 4 a year. But now it's gonna heavily depend on also people sponsoring the contest prizes and what have you. But yeah, I mean, don't quote me on when that's gonna happen, but yeah, they try to do 4 a year. Roughly.
I need to get closer.
And Mark had said that there was going to be something for everyone this year, so I'm going to take that to mean there's going to be another Bloodthirsty contest at some point this year. Don't know when. Because, you know, they're also trying to work around things that might be happening in-game, so dates might have to get adjusted for contests. Depends on when things start really rolling out for Battle of Azeroth and what have you. We know that we saw dates of, you know, a release of at least, or worst case scenario, maybe September. But it was either September or August. I can't remember what the date was. Nobody knows if it's going to be sooner than that. Because they definitely don't want to drop a contest right as an expansion's releasing. That wouldn't be good. So they try to make sure there's nothing too major happening right during the contest. Alright. 83%? What? Okay. My hideous little shaman here. Her terribly mismatched gear. Now, your Bloodthirsties are really going to be your only challenger that can transmog if you have chosen to put on green gear. Because you cannot transmog white-gray gear. And I don't know if Blizzard would ever do that. Make that transmogable too. Probably not. Since that gear is more considered like vendor stuff. I just don't see them doing it. They could, but probably not likely. Alright, so we're gonna head back over this way. And we'll commence the killing over here. I mean, I could be killing harpies, but it's a quest area. It gets kind of busy over there. It's really tight over there. I feel like I don't have a whole lot of options. Plus, there's a horde camp, I believe, right near there. So it just feels a little... Yeah, I know I can't carry any more of those. That's why I kept the other one in my bag. I don't know. I just don't like it over there so much. It feels like there's too much potential for multiple mobs to be coming at me. And since I'm on somebody that kills a little bit slower, I'd rather be just taking one on one at a time here. Alright. So we are about 85% through here. Not so bad. Not so bad at all. I mean, the hunter was probably a little bit faster,
I'm out of range.
but hunter can be a little bit faster. I mean, when you look at it, we really don't have that much XP to go. Okay. So we'll start to head back into here. My neighbor is sitting out in his truck, and I can hear it running, and it is driving me crazy. I'm like, just get out of the car. Or, you know, just leave. Why are you letting your truck sit there and run like that? I don't know if they have a remote start or if they come out and turn it on and then go back in the house.
They don't.
They don't have the remote
Nope.
start. But I'm like, for Christ's sake. Because I don't think he's working on it. At least it's not summer, right? Or spring, so the window's not open. Because sometimes the exhaust coming off of his truck is pretty bad. And it comes right into our bedroom when we do have the window open. It's terrible. Yay, he turned it off. Or it stalled out. I don't know which, but it's not running now, so yay.
Don't worry, he'll fix it.
Oh, can you feed the birds?
Sure.
I still haven't put the new suet cake in there.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
I forgot.
It's okay.
That was one of the things I wanted to do earlier and it totally slipped my mind.
I gotta take care of
Just happened to think about it. Do, 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 do. Or more aptly, feed our squirrel.
it. Yeah, let's do.
Yeah, we've had a whole bunch of finches, and sometimes we get a woodpecker out there, and a family of squirrels. It's a sea of sunflower seed shells underneath of our bird feeder. Wonder if anything's gonna sprout. I mean, we had those couple last year, but I can't remember if I tried to purposely plant them or if they came up of their own devices. I just wanted to get warm so we can start planting our vegetables again. So I don't have to buy so many vegetables for the guinea pigs. Vegetables aren't cheap. Not when you need several of them. spend about $10 a week just buying vegetables for the guinea pigs. So if we can, I mean, we saved quite a bit of money when we were growing our own cucumbers. It was a cucumber extravaganza.
I don't have a target.
Okay, let's go this way. Alright guys, we're getting closer. 90%, or just about. Yeah, it looks like we're a smidge shy of actually the bar being completely filled. Okay. So all in all, it's been a pretty decent day out here for Alice. Working our way through the mobs. Come on. There we go.
I take it I should put the water that's gone from the pot here.
How much is gone?
There's only a little bit near the bottom of the pan now.
Yeah. Just like kind of cover it. Sorry. Husband's watching the food I have on the stove. That's hopefully going to end up being dinner. Okay. So we are looking pretty good here so far. Now, is this the same one that you put out last time, or is this a different one?
I think we put out the high energy last time. Let's see what the second one does.
Okay. So he's gonna feed the birdies, which entertain our cats a great deal. Cats are indoor cats, so it's not like I'm luring the birds to be slaughtered. They are indoor cats. They do not go outside. They are not allowed outside. But they do get a great deal of entertainment sitting at the window, trying to figure out how to get out to them. We actually put chicken wire over the bottom half of the windows near the bird feeder, so that when they're open they can't just slice their way through the screen and get out. Okay. All right. Grinding our little way along here.
You should see the clouds out there. No wonder I'm having a rough day.
Well, there's supposed to be a cold front coming through today and into tonight. And
Isn't there weather coming up on Sunday or something?
they're not sure.
They're not committing?
No. They're wishy-washing on it.
Oh, still.
Like, Benton and Carroll County might get maybe a flurry. Maybe. Tomorrow. We might get some rain tomorrow. Or Tuesday or something. They don't seem real sure. Like, Benton and Carroll County might see a flurry. We might get rain.
Or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's not really certain. Alright. So So I think when I ding here, I will actually be stopping for the day. We won't actually be touching upon the mage. We'll save the mage for tomorrow. Because the doggies sound like they want some attention. And they've been fairly good doggies lately, so.
I know, it sounds like he's actually on the itch. Hi, Grumbles. Is that itchy?
Don't know if I'll be streaming again later tonight. If I do, it's not going to be WoW. It might be Overwatch with the husband. I don't know. Really depends on what we've got happening. Oh, did you ever hear from Tyler? Are you having your D&D game tomorrow night?
Yes. Apparently everyone but the one guy said they'd rather play, so we're gonna play without. That's what I thought, okay? This being the same guy who refuses the idea of playing more than once a month. And the same guy who has dodged, or tried to dodge, every game so far. I don't know why he just doesn't
Then why
skip
doesn't he
that
just
day.
say, you know, this is just something that I'm not feeling, so I'm just gonna bow out of this particular activity.
I need a target.
I almost wonder if it's the only thing that the group is willing to do with him right now.
Don't know.
I wonder if he's pissed them off enough where they're only willing to do it because it's a group thing anyhow. I don't know.
So, husband plays in a D&D game once a month that our ex-roommate is running. And it just so happens that their once a month, this month, is falling on Super Bowl Sunday. And this guy has never said that he likes football, American football, let's not get confused.
And keep in mind, we also planned this more than a month ahead.
Yeah, so they know the date of the next coming month of when they're supposed to play. And waited until yesterday, I believe, to say, hey, can we skip this week so I can watch the Super Bowl? So, never ever expressed interest in football before to anybody in the group. So, I guess the group is just gonna play and he'll just be mysteriously absent, or someone else will be playing his character if he decides not to show up. But him wanting to skip after taking a vote with everyone is apparently not enough to cancel the game. I think they were going to cancel if one more person would have rather watched.
It was just a question of majority. He was asking around to see who really thought what privately. And it turns out the answer is only him.
Yeah. So since nobody else really gave two shits, they're, I think, planning on playing.
Oh, apparently they all wanted to play. They all wanted to, except the one guy. So they
Well, I thought everybody else actually wanted to play more than once a month anyhow.
Yes. They all said non-committal stuff in the public chat, but when asked privately, everybody but him said they wanted to play this Sunday. So
Probably just trying to keep the peace with...
yeah, trying not to ruffle feathers with emo take my ball and go home kid.
Mm-hmm. Alright. 97%. So I won't be streaming tomorrow night. So if we do a stream tomorrow, it will be tomorrow afternoon. And I do give a heads up when I'm about to stream over on my Twitter. And that is let's try that again. That's at NiseyBGN. And I'm also in the WoW Challenges Discord, just as Nisey. No BGN on the end of it. Although I should probably just add the BGN on there for simplicity's sake. So I'm actually added to the bot list in the Discord for when I go live when I stream. It'll put something in the videos and streaming channel, also letting people know there. Now, if you are a fellow streamer of WoW Challenges stuff, and you would like the bot to announce when you have gone live, let Stone know, that you would like to be added to the bot list with your Twitch name. And he will be able to add you into that. Or, you know, if you just do YouTube videos or whatnot and you want to just post the link directly, you can post that in Discord. But again, please post it, if you are going to, in the video and streaming channel, not the general channel. Because if you post it in the general channel, it's going to end up getting removed.
It's too far away.
We've been down that road before. That is why we now have a video and streaming channel. Just saying. So please feel free to utilize that. Please only post, well, I mean, try to only post if you're doing WoW challenges stuff. You know, don't be posting stupid non-related shit in that channel. Remember, Will Wheaton's rule applies to all channels on there. Please and thank you. And if you're thinking of trying one of these challenges, please, as a chat mod in the WoW Challenges Discord, I feel confident in saying that I speak on behalf of all of your chat mods over there, as well as Stone and Lita. Please, we are down on our knees begging you, please read the FAQ and the rules before starting. Or if you are unsure of something, now don't get me wrong, we are more than happy to clarify a rule if you are unsure of the way something's worded. We have no problem doing that. But don't be surprised if you ask a question that's covered by the FAQ and you get a response with a link pointing you to it and with the rule number and subsection letter that applies to it. Just saying, don't be surprised. But if you're actually having trouble not sure of what something actually means, Momo, shh. I'm not quite done yet, Momo. Just a minute.
I'm being mauled by a puppy. Why don't you care? He's chewing on me.
Oh, he's not. He's not hurting you.
Alright, come on, you guys. I'll take you out back.
You're fine.
I'm being mauled.
Well, you probably did something to deserve it.
He's chewing on my fingers. Why don't you care?
I don't know. Because you don't have blood running down your arm?
How do you know? You haven't looked.
I briefly glanced.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Come on, puppets. I'll take you out back.
That would sound a lot more vicious if you had blood running down your arm. That was his I want to play sound. Alright, and there's our ding, guys. What did we get? Spirit Walker's Grace. Calls upon the guidance of the spirits for 15 seconds. Permitting movement while casting. That could be a good oh shit button. Alright, so let's zoom in here. Let's get our UI off of the screen, take our screenshot, and we'll start to heart out. Let's get our /played here too. Oh, we've got the chat block open. Alright, so this is Blood Thirsty Tidal Soul. Resto Shaman. And we are now level 36. Oh, I don't like it when it does that. So let's bring that all down onto one line. /played 1 day. 45 minutes and 41 seconds. Right. And total kills to this point in time on the shaman of the resto nature is 2,530. Alright, so let's send that to Twitter. And while that's tweeting along, come over here.
Hello.
Gonna repair. Alright. And I think before we call it, I am gonna do my Love Rocket run real super quick. So that's going to involve me switching servers here. Hopping on the main. Alright. Still haven't set Healbot up properly on this one. Oh wait, we had something come in. Mission complete. Oh hey, cool, we got the bonus. Sweet, we got some money. Money, 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 money. Okay, so I need to go do some more world quests, actually. Where's the damn... There it is.
It's too far away.
Too far away. Crown chemical. Okay, so that's flipped over. Healer. Alright, we're gonna find a group here real quick. Stick that down there so I can find it easier. Okay, now guys, remember, this is not a bloodthirsty. This is my main. I'm doing a Love Rocket run real super quick. And then I'm gonna be calling it for the day. Just finishing up here. Got a couple things I need to go and do. Where's my tank? Where's my tank, yo? Right, this is not a bloodthirsty. I repeat, this is not a bloodthirsty. This is my main. Just doing my Love Rocket run real super quick.
I need to target something first.
Wow, this group is just ripping this shit up. This is gonna be a super quick run. Alright. So where's the damn corpse? That object is busy right now. That's fine. Okay. So let's leave that. Got that done real quick. And I'm just gonna open the box here and then we're gonna call it a day. And I will see you all tomorrow. Once again, watch my Twitter. I'll tweet when I'm about to go live. And nothing. Right. And don't forget tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern US time on Twitch. The WoW Challenges live show for their podcast will be recorded then. So come on by, say hi to everybody, see who the contest winner is and all that happiness. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me this afternoon. Wasn't bad. We got the hunter done. And we got the shaman done. We only got 2, but that's okay. And, you know, not bad. So, alright you guys, take care, stay safe out there. Remember, think about stuff before you pull it. And make sure that there's no patrols that are about to sneak up behind you. Have a good afternoon, and I'll catch you all later.